Hello everyone, welcome back to another pixel art video, because you really wanted one. Here's 14 brand new designs for you. Some of them are simpler than others, of course, but I hope you find them useful. Just like the other pixel art video I have, which by the way, if you want to see extra designs, you can go watch that. These are all going to be in an 11 by 11 space, and they're just some pixel art designs you can put on your wall just to decorate it if you have nothing better to put there. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's start things off with a mermaid. I am surprised this turned out as well as it did considering the size, but I think it's very recognizable, so that's a plus. I didn't even think about this before, but I suppose you could build this using different colors if you wanted to make a colored version of it. It's totally up to you. Since my first video had the really pretty tree, I tried to think of a different tree I could do in this one, and the only thing I could think of that would be distinguishable and it might be purposeful is a palm tree. So here you go, here's the palm tree. I do have a couple of flowers in this video. As you'll see, this is the first one, although this is more of a floral design. It's just a repeating pattern that kind of looks like a flower. It's good enough, I guess, but yeah, like I said, it's just a really pretty design that just so happens to look like a flower. Next we have a tulip, another kind of flower, this one of a side view, so I was trying to think of any other flower that would look good from the side. You're more than welcome to experiment with the flower shape and try to come up with different things. This would be something cute to have outside a flower shop or a dye shop. I don't really know what you use it for, but those are some ideas. And what do flowers need to grow? They need the sun. So we're gonna build the sun. This is actually the same design you saw at the beginning of the video, kind of similar to the first flower design where it just looks like a really pretty pattern that has the resemblance of being a sun. I tried different variations of this and this was the best one that turned out. I was trying to think of designs that would be practical or that might have more use. I thought a flame would be really nice, but trying to design a flame was really difficult. I think this one still turned out okay. It looks flame-like enough, don't you think? Next we're going to do an elephant, and I tried a couple of versions of this and I felt like the side view was a little bit nicer looking than a front view. I did try a front view, it just wasn't looking good to me. I think it's fairly recognizable, and that's the hardest thing, is making sure that what I'm building is actually recognizable. It's funny how tiny builds like this are so much harder than large stuff. The next design is of a sea turtle. It took me a while to design this one, but I'm actually surprised at how distinguishable it is, and I think it turned out rather well and really cute, actually. This next one is kind of silly looking, but it's supposed to look like a bear or an angry bear with his mouth open. It almost looks comical looking at it. It's kind of unrealistic, but I thought it was still a cool design that you could use for something. I'm sure you'll find a good use for it. At least I hope you do. Otherwise, I don't know why I'm making this video. The next design is of a bear's paw print. Again, don't know what you'd use this for, but I thought it would be an interesting idea, and it was actually a fairly simple design once I figured it out. The next design is of a mushroom, and this design, just like its name, looks kind of mushy. It just looks like a bunch of blocks all mushed together that somehow make the shape of a mushroom. The next design is of a butterfly. This design is almost completely symmetrical except for the head. The nice thing about this design is you could change it to be whatever kind of pattern you want in the wings. If you wanted it to be more details, you could include more stairs and all of that sort of thing, but I just made mine very simple, just a few spots in the wings. We have to have at least one inanimate object in this list, so here's a teapot. For no other reason than I thought of it and I wanted to try it. Well, also because tea is just the best. Who doesn't like tea? And the final design is of a horse, my favorite one out of all of these. Before I tried designing a horse with a rider and there wasn't enough space, but doing a horse alone seemed to be actually possible, and I'm glad I was able to do it. You could possibly even have this stand alone as a statue as opposed to just putting it on the wall. There's an idea for you. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed those designs and I hope you'll actually be able to use them for something, because I sure don't know what I would use them for. Feel free to check out my other pixel art video that has additional designs. If there's something else you're looking for specifically, you can just click on that and see if you find anything you like. Maybe I'll make another one if I can actually manage to come up with more designs, but these do take me some time to come up with. I'm not sure what it is, they just do. But that's all for now. Have a great rest of your day or night. I look forward to seeing you again sometime. Bye!